on the defending side now, and it is as such reinforced going to be on Reinhardt again. As always, McCree for Artier, Lucio for Von Thill. Lynx is going to be on that Junkrat. We're going to see Symmetra for Draceus, and Bromas is going to be on Symmetra. Did I just really just say that? Zenyatta. God help me. God help me.
Well, I might need you to do me a favor and actually invite me, but you know, we don't need it. We don't need it at all. We can just go with yours because your observing is top-notch. 7 seconds to go before we do kick this one off. And let's see, god damn it, Reinforce, how this game will break down.
All right, let's see how it all goes down here. It does look like we're actually going to have Flippy playing the Junkrat as well. That's kind of exciting. So we're going to have actually 2 on the map to start with. Lynx will be playing on the defending side. Already set up a trap there as well. Seems like it was destroyed. So Melty able to read into that one here as well. We'll see how quickly they can go forward on this one. We've seen their holds have been excellent on this part of Hollywood, but there it takes. A different story here. We can see Reinforce already pressing forward the speed boost as well, allowing Flatearth to get up front. But Cabal up the top side, just going to lay down some harassment. You can see Nico there was unshielded by Moon for a few moments, but still managed to stay alive. Over the top comes D-Gun. Who else would be on that Pharah? And now he's going to be helped out by Board. Giving him the health, giving him the damage boost if he does require it as well, and should be able to really make an impact with this one, but it's going to be a Discord Orb as well, and you can see straight away throws a concussive shot forward to try and get back. Off the top of the building, people being knocked off, and that's D-Gun denying that high ground purely by hitting people with those rockets. But Melty are losing some players here. Moon and Cabal are dead. The Riptide there as well. About to find its mark. It does. Nico drops down. Lynx managing to get 2 there. And we are going to see the point held for now.
Successful first hold. Good job by Reinforce. I saw in the beginning of that fight, we actually put up his shield. So Flashbang came in, he got blinded up, he got stunned, but he put his shield up in time to save Artier, who was actually the focus of the fire. And with him actually staying alive throughout the rest of it, is able to actually pick up a couple of kills and provide a lot of extra damage that they did need to secure that one. But the Junkrat played by Lynx. Always like to see me a little bit of Junkrat here, especially if they try to come in from that right side of the run directly into a trap. As D-Gun again playing on this Pharah with Mercy bowed behind him. He's looking for his ultimate. I mean, they have 4 ults up. They could potentially go in for this one. There's no ultimate out of Reinforce just yet. Bromas has got down, so that's Zenyatta now out of the equation. Flippy picked up the kill, and here comes the ultimate out of D-Gun from the side.
That's it. It's got to mostly get the job done. Artier did finally fall down as well. You can see a sound barrier being used there as well, and Von Thill actually trying to press back on the Melty players who actually did manage to get in towards the base. Now, we all finally see Cabal dropping down. Now 3 players are push on. Decent res from Board there as well. It's going to be D-Gun now trying to get airborne. I think Deadeye being channeled there as well. Wasn't really used properly by Nico there. I think he cancelled it or didn't get anyone by it. Now they're just clearing turrets. They're going to hold this point, and that's about that to start things off with. So, Melty get on towards the payload. Still with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, giving themselves an extra 3 minutes as well to press forward with. And, well, Flippy tried to go aggressive there on towards Lynx, but he just got shut down. And it's hard to see that one, but Lynx just picked him as he tried to go over the top of that bridge, and you can see how important that Reinhardt shield is going to be. With all this presence up top, Lynx there picks off Nico as well, just his head peeking above the shield. D-Gun there copying some damage as well. I mean, this Widowmaker is going to have to be shut down. You can just see how... Oh, hello. You can just see how impactful it's been.
Well, we do see Flippy trying to worry about the men behind him. He doesn't pick up the kill against a soldier. Actually, no, he did get the kill against a soldier.
It's good defense from
but it didn't show up in the kill feed. That was a little bit weird. He's actually able to fight him up close and personal, but you know, the side of Flatearth, they don't care about actually giving up this position just yet. They're being very aggressive. I'm not sure if Moon really hit anything with that Earthshatter. Maybe one person, maybe he hit Draceus, which will prevent any sort of revive from coming through. But a lot of key targets are still alive, and you're even hearing the dinks out of Artier able to pick up 2 kills. Pops the high noon, and he will connect onto, who was that? Nico charging straight into him, trying to interrupt him. Artier picks up 4, and he's looking for more. His Flippy might go down. Eventually he will fall. But he's bought the time for his team to get back in and help out.
That aggression can sometimes be used against you or just not work, full stop there. But you see how effective Artier was actually using his left mouse button. And, well, McCreeds that can make use of that as well, can do good damage at medium as well as short range now as well. Good little reflect on that shot there as well. You can see D-Gun now using his, well, pretty well-known Genji. Unfortunately, he's going to be shut down by Artier there as well, who's had an excellent game. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the camera there when I leave.
It's when you play brain power right before a game, that happens.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Everyone gets too hyped. I get too hyped. So here we go. We're going to be seeing Artier pushing forward now as well. I like McCree players that can do this. It's something I generally don't do very well. 2 headshots, 2 kills, easy as you like. Now Deadeye ready to go. Just got a stun grenade, get the disrespect, but Nico's going to be there at least to survive through it and hang on.
All right, so they got the next checkpoint. 4 minutes and 12 seconds, or 4 minutes and 13 seconds. No, sorry, 11 seconds in, if I can read correctly. And now they'll be looking for that final roundabout. This is going to be still very difficult for them to pull off. They've been halted decently well so far by the entirety of Flatearth, and I think this position out of Lynx here, try to catch them off as they come out of spawn.
Did get some damage on towards Nico, but if Nico doesn't die, he just turns around and walks back into his spawn and gets all his health back. So it's not really worthwhile. A little bit of aggressive position, a la Taimu, I'd like to think. He's the kind of player that will also go for some aggressive setups here. So look at the Dragon Blade from D-Gun. He's going in aggressive. This might just work out. Sound barrier being used frantically here by Flatearth. The charge not connecting, but at least RTA can get onto that one. But the res comes in. D-Gun has returned. It was a damn good res by Board now. Let's see if it's going to count, though. Will these kills stick? Again, RTA being challenged out by D-Gun, who loses out yet again. RTA, beautiful stuff from him, holding in this defense. And wow, okay. 2 Deadeyes being charged across the map. Those Reinhardt shields very important. There's another res as well. And we'll see now Nico doing to RTA what RTA just did to Melty. Shut down that res, kill the players as soon as they come up, and I think this is Melty pushing across.
Might be the end of the game, and there it is. About 5 minutes and 24 seconds through. They do close that one out. And with how kind of shoddy the start was for them, they did a damn fine job. And especially when they got held off in the second part of the map, you know, where the high ground is really effective, they still came together at the end and just pushed extremely quickly.
Blizzard, fix that. That's inappropriate.
What?
Flippy's highlight intro.
What's wrong with it?
Look at this. Look. Woo! From downtown, boys. Let's go. That was sick. We didn't see that earlier on, but that was not too bad at all. Allow me to get excited about that one briefly, ladies and gentlemen. However, aside from that nice little play from Flippy, it was definitely a strong effort from the entirety of Melty. But you can see what happens when you have your visor up for so long. 12 recon assists there for Flippy. His team able to capitalize on the vision he's giving there as well. And after that first point, Jason, we saw it stalled out a little bit. Seemed from there on in, it was all about Melty. And that shot from Flippy was definitely a highlight.
Was it on a D-Gun? No, D-Gun's a player on his team. Never mind. I was gonna say, because D-Gun actually makes quite a bit of those videos of him doing that kind of stuff. But it's always great to see. And that's what I was saying about, you know, Widowmaker. She's always great to have on a team, and there's still so much to learn with her. Being able to pull off those mid-air shots are damn difficult to do.
I'll sit here like, oh yeah, okay, she's walking. Maybe something is going wrong with our system for play the game. But no, it was just sick. Very, very nice. Enjoyed that one thoroughly. So let's see now. Time. What was the time in total there, Jay?
5 minutes and 23 seconds.
5. It's 23. Just put it in there for everyone.
Be great if these were, you know, pro players can keep track of their own times. No,
well,
that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
Jinx.
Good on you, mate. 10 out of 10.
Brilliant. Taking
me back to middle school even more than the Yu-Gi-Oh song, mate.
You're the one that requested this song. You can't hate on Yu-Gi-Oh.
I didn't. When did I hate on it?
I'm just saying.
I didn't hate on it. I implied nothing.
I might have played during high school in the cafeterias.
Yeah, me too.
And got wrecked because I barely bought any cards, and all my friends bought tons of packs. And by bought, I mean they would steal it from Walmart every time. But anyways, that's all in the past. Can't be arrested for that anyways. Yeah. Can you invite me to the game actually this time? Can you hit O for me and invite me to the game? That'd be great. Because I've been out of this game. See, you favored me for a reason. Thank you. Get into the game. So, 5 minutes and 23 seconds. That's going to be a pretty damn good time, I'd say. Well, let's see if we can see Flatearth on the attacking side. Remember, they actually are running a little bit of a different... Well, it's a similar lineup, but they changed a lot of roles. They've added Reinforce, who's their main tank player, but they switched the roles around a little bit. Volatile is going to be on Lucio, and Jacase is going to be on Mercy. So it kind of changes how the team works together, and they're still in the learning process, or the learning phase of how to make this team strong. So they're already playing at a pretty damn high level. Here's to see how they do the next few weeks.
Reinforce, of course, not going to be playing Hanzo this game. I'm going to switch over towards Reinhardt. So here comes the aggressive push out now as well. 5 minutes 23 is the time that's been set here by Melty. Rather solid, I feel. Anything under 6 is generally quite cracking pace to make here as well. So we'll see how long it takes for Impulse to actually, Flatearth, to get on towards this first point as well. If they can get it quickly, I think they'll win. If not, well, it could be a bit ugly.
Well, they just got sped up to get onto that high ground, which they will have 2 men off towards the left available. Their problem is if they get pushed from the front, I mean, they're kind of split up at this rate. They don't really have the opportunity to pincer them in just yet. They have the Lynx on Reaper. And Tracheus on the high ground as well to join in. Reinforce can be very careful. Shield's about to disappear, but he gets a head-to-head charge against Moon. Eventually picks the kill into him yet again. And this point is already being captured. This is going very, very quick.
Flippy trying to do what he can from the top side there as well, and so is D-Gun. And maybe it's just starting to work out for them here. D-Gun forced away from Bromas on that Xayah, which is a little bit of a change from what we saw in the first half. And RTR as well, keeping a presence on that site. They should be able to capture this one out eventually, as I feel that, yes, Nico should be cut down. Flippy as well ate a stun grenade. Now you can see how fast that Moon is trying to rush on towards this point, but he's going to be taken down eventually. It's all about the right click, and even Board's teleporting gets taken down.
Oh, it's still being contested. They're still buying some time, but finally at a minute 11 in, they do secure it, and they successfully take it on their first attack, which Melty wish they could probably say the same. They failed, unfortunately, on that first try, and about a minute quicker, they're able to pull that one off.
Oh, seriously fast here. Now, Flippy deciding how to set up here as well. He doesn't actually have a Widowmaker to deal with on the other side yet, so he should be feeling safe about that one, but again, he needs to connect these shots, and you can see that everyone on the side of Flatearth is being very, very studious about how they stay behind that shield. RTA, though, getting a little bit caught out there. Flippy able to pick him up, but D-Gun dropped, so it was a bit of a trade. Look for Draceus in the backline, but a great little sound barrier is going to allow, the damage from the sniping to be soaked up as his payload keeps pushing forward. Reinforce playing quite nicely as well. Dealing with Vonethil. He does have that Earth Shatter available as well, so when push comes to shove, that Reinhardt is going to be able to stand tall.
Thing is, they haven't really been held up at this choke point at this area of the wild, wild west of Hollywood. They've been able to, consistently push this payload across. They even have some aggressive play of Lynx on the Tracer, just hold them back.
That's great.
However, Boat and Flippy are still up on top of the saloon, and they still can be a nuisance, especially if Deegan coming in the corner and Moon coming out finally of the theater area. And with Reinforce missing the charge, that does give some control back to the side of Melty.
I feel like that's what maybe Melty were missing to go a little bit faster, is use that Tracer in towards the backlines and be aggressive. Now, Lynx finally died to Flippy, but not before he took down Nico. See D-Gun there as well, trying to rule the skies, but I don't know. This is just a little bit slower pace here. A little bit faster, should I say, for Flatearth. Melty don't really seem to be able to hold them back as well. You can see the wipe now is forced a regroup situation here. Everyone on Reinforce right now is going to keep that shield up so no one gets sniped early, because waiting for one important player to respawn, like a Mercy or something, after they get sniped is really freaking annoying. So good shielding there as well, just the kind of the basics of what you need to do, and Lynx goes down very, very early. This time D-Gun going to be able to get on top of that one pretty early. Now Lynx wants to jump off the edge as quickly as he possibly can here, but Kabbalah's also down on the ground as well. Quick little rappel up from Lynx, but he's going to be in danger here as well, as D-Gun just wants him, and he gets his cake and eats it too.
And the problem is that Lynx actually went up in the initial time, got caught out. Reinforced with a great Earth Shatter coming in, but it's going to be completely shut down by D-Gun and his barrage connected onto two. He will fall, but not before he takes at least two men with him. The payload's still moving on the back of Vonethil, and just to go back as the attack has been wiped, Lynx, he went on top of the initial area, top of the bank, but then he got hit by direct rocket by D-Gun, and he stayed up there. And D-Gun just like, all right, let me just rocket boost straight back up. Connect one more rocket, and you're dead. It forced a revive out of Jaceus, which did get RTR and him alive. But unfortunately, that combined with your Shadow not really connect on many people will cause them to lose the attack, or at least fail that attack. They still have time. We're about to hit 4 minutes in. It's still on pace with what Melty has been doing. But if they fail this attack, Melty will be ahead on time.
All right, well, Bromas here wants to actually switch in towards Genji and try and challenge out here as well. He was ready to reflect the Deadeye shots coming from Nico, but RTA had already got the job done. He picks him up before he manages to get that ult off properly. Great shots coming from RTA, takes D-Gun very, very low, but it's not quite enough yet. Sound barrier comes down now for the attacking side. They're going to press forward. It's all about Bromas. He gets two. RTA gets two as well. Lynx managed to pick up one, and that's a successful push. Nico, well, he's the first to spawn in, but he's just going to have to take his time now as well. He's going to be challenged out as soon as he walks through the door, and Lynx will be there to meet him with a sniper shot.
And again, Tiga went to the high ground to take down Lynx, but he actually fell. He actually paid the price trying to go for him somehow because of Archer doing the early damage and Lynx just connecting with the SMG on top of him. So 4 minutes and 22 seconds was the time it took for them to get to this next payload, or this next checkpoint. They're a little bit behind on time, but they do have the opportunity to close this out. This is still going to be a really close game between the two. We're at 4 minutes and 50 seconds in. They have about 40 seconds left to finish off this game if they want to go for it.
I like this.
And if Melty, all they do is just delay as long as they possibly can to keep people on the payload, and they will have secured the first map.
Melty all pushed together on the upside, on the top side of this payload, and actually came down on top of it. Now, Lynx doesn't really have a safe position to sit here. At least can duel out against that opposing Mercy, but now has to, I guess, get his hands dirty jumping down on towards this payload. Credit to Reinforce, RTR, and Lynx to manage to push that one back pretty well. And you can see that Lynx Bromas already going forward, going to be pre-aiming in towards the openings, and here comes the Divas. We just need to see Melty hold off for as long as they possibly can now as well. A little bit of time.
Yeah,
I think they've actually run out of time.
Yeah, that's the game. About 5 minutes and 28 seconds in, that's past what Melty was able to finish the first map. And that will mean Melty have that 1-0 lead. So well done by them. And we're moving into the next map momentarily.
Yes,
Please stop killing us, sir. Please.
Yes, I think Melty now just realised that actually won the game. Sometimes you can't be too
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I'm not gonna look at chat while I'm playing, like an intense match. Like screw chat. Definitely understandable.
Yeah, they're going to push through and finish the game now as well. So map 1 going over towards Melty. A closer one, I think it's safe to say. I really like the push that we actually saw from Melty up towards the top side there as well. They used the stairs, got up above, which is where Lynx on the Widowmaker was actually just trying to chill and set up and get ready to actually start to hammer the defenders down. Moon gets himself a bit of a play of the game here as well, who sometimes I wonder if he's ever going to get to play anything but Reinhardt, but he's pretty good at it, so we'll let him have it. Game was already over, I think, by this point, yeah. So, it doesn't really count.
Crunch, 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 crunch. That's all I hear with his rocket hammer. He actually has a rocket built into the hammer. I was looking at the names, or the official names, and that's what we had for it. So, had a rocket hammer for extra swing. Extra damage, yeah. So we will be going over to King's Row, which is a map that Melty absolutely wrecked Impulse 11 on. We'll be able to